Hello students, today's class we are going to discuss numerical problems based on principle of moments. Already in theory you have studied about principle of moments. The principle of moments states that when the body is in equilibrium, the sum of clockwise moment of the body is equal to the sum of anti-clockwise moment. Yes? So we are going to solve few numerical problems given in exercise 1A based on principle of moments. Okay? Refer the question given in page number 11 of your textbook. Selena Publications, page number 11. See the 8th question. A uniform meter rule is pivoted at its midpoint. A weight of 50 gram force is suspended at one end of it. Where should a weight of 100 gram force be suspended to keep the rule horizontal? Okay. See the first line, a uniform meter rule. When you see the word uniform meter rule means it starts with 0 centimeter and the length of the scale is equal to, rule is equal to 100 centimeter. So initial point and the final point. And it will have the midpoint, that is the center of gravity will lie at 50 centimeter. For a uniform meter scale, the midpoint is the 50 centimeter. That represents the center of gravity. Okay. And in the question, so first line is uniform meter rule. It is pivoted at its midpoint. So pivoted midpoint is 50 centimeter. The pivoted symbol you do like this. Okay. The center of gravity and the pivoted point are one and the same. A weight of 50 gram force is suspended at one end of it. So in one end of this one, you are suspending a weight of 50 gram force. I take this end. Here, you are suspending a weight of 50 gram force. Yes. And this I take it as weight W2. Then the perpendicular distance between the line of action of this force from the pivoted point, I take it as D2. Since the weight is W2, the perpendicular distance between W2 and the pivoted point, I take it as D2. And you are asked to calculate where should the weight of 100 gram force be suspended to keep the rule horizontal. In order to maintain the rule in the equilibrium position, where should the 100 gram force should be suspended? We know that the 100 gram force should be suspended at the other side. Okay. But at which point we do not know. That point only you are asked to calculate. So this 100 gram force, I take it as W1. So the perpendicular distance between W1 and the pivoted point, I represent as D1. Yes. So we have to write according to principle of moments. So we write the data from here. Here W1 is equal to 100 gram force and D1 you are asked to calculate, and W2 is given as 50 gram force, and the perpendicular distance between W2 and the pivoted point is given as, from the diagram we can say, which is equal to 50 centimeter. We are asked to calculate the point of suspension of W1, that is D1. Yes. So we have to write according to principle of moments. According to principle of moments. Yes. Sum of this 100 gram force will produce clockwise moment. So I have to write sum of clockwise moment is equal to sum of clockwise moment is equal to this 50 gram force will produce anti-clockwise moment. So sum of anti-clockwise moment. Okay. So sum of clockwise moment W1 into D1. Sum of anti-clockwise moment I have to substitute W2 into D2. Yes. So next page I will substitute. W1 into D1 is equal to W2 into D2. And I substitute for W1 and D1. W1 is given as 100 gram force. D1 we are asked to calculate. And W2 is given as 50 gram force, which is suspended at a perpendicular distance of 50 centimeter from the pivoted point. From this, D1 is equal to 50 into 50 divided by 100 and which is equal to 25. The SI unit of distance is SI unit is meter, but we have substituted this distance d2 in centimeter. So we will get d1 also in the same unit, that is 25 centimeter. So the weight W1 should be suspended, this 100 gram force should be suspended at a distance of 25 centimeter from the pivoted point. That is the meaning. That is, the weight W1 should be suspended at a distance of 25 centimeter. From where? From the pivoted point. Okay. Come to the next question. That is the 9th question given in your textbook. A uniform meter rule balances horizontally on a knife edge placed at a 58 centimeter mark when a weight of 20 gram force is suspended from one end. You are asked to draw the diagram for this arrangement and what is the weight of the rule. Okay. See the first line. Uniform meter rule. Already I told you in the previous question, when you read the word uniform meter rule, you draw the scale whose length is equal to 1 meter. That is, the starting point is 0 centimeter and the end point is 100 centimeter. And the 1 meter rule will have the center of gravity at 50 centimeter. These things you mark. Okay. Next line. It is placed at a 58 centimeter mark. That is, placed at means it is balanced at. That is, balancing point you do like this. With this symbol you represent the balancing point. It is balanced at 58 centimeter mark. 58 centimeter. Okay. And when a weight of 20 gram force is suspended from one end. So 20 gram force is suspended from one end. Now you have a doubt whether it's 0 centimeter or 100 centimeter. Actually, the balancing point should lie at the center of gravity if no weight is suspended. Since the weight of 20 gram force is suspended, the balancing position is shifted from 50 centimeter to 58 centimeter. So the balancing point is shifted towards the right. So the weight should be suspended on the right side. Okay. So the weight of 20 gram force is suspended from one end. Since the center of the balancing point is shifted towards the right of center of gravity, the weight should also be suspended on the right side. Okay. Now we have to write. First we write the data and you are asked to draw the diagram. Already we have drawn the diagram. So we have to write according to principle of moments. Before that, let us write the data. According to this one, let us take this W2 is equal to 20 gram force. And it is at a distance of, this distance is your D2. If I take 20 gram force as W2, then the perpendicular distance between the point of suspension of W2 from the balanced point is D2. And here you are asked to find out the weight of the rule. The weight of the rule will be acting at the center of gravity, which I represent by the symbol W1. Let W1 be the weight of the rule. And the perpendicular distance between the weight of the rule where it is acting from the pivoted point, I mark it as D1. Okay. So I write according to principle of moments. Here in the data, W1 you are asked to calculate and D2, this distance is equal to 100 minus 58, which is equal to 42 centimeter, and D1 is equal to the distance between the center of gravity and the point of suspension is equal to, balancing point is equal to 58 minus 50, which is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay. So according to principle of moments, this W2 will make the scale to rotate in this direction, that is clockwise moment. So I can write according to principle of moments, sum of clockwise moment is equal to, this will make it to rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, equal to sum of anti-clockwise moment. Okay. So clockwise moment is produced by W2 into D2, which is equal to W1 into D1. You are asked to calculate D1. So I substitute for W2 20 gram force into D2 is equal to 42. W1 you are asked to calculate and D1 is equal to 8. From this W1 is equal to 20 into 42 divided by 8, which is equal to 105. Since I have substituted W2 in gram force, W1 also you will get it in the same unit, that is gram force. So the weight of the rule W1 is equal to 105 gram force. Yes. Next come to the 10th question. For the 10th question, the diagram is given in the textbook itself. Okay. So in the diagram, I will draw the simple representation of this one. It is a uniform bar, okay, and which is pivoted at this point at 0 and a 50 centimeter here, and this side is also 50. In between that, it is divided into equal parts, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay. And the weight of 40 gram force is suspended at 40. Yes, 40 gram force is here. Yes. And the distance between the pivoted point and the 40 gram force is equal to this distance. Okay. This, if I take this 40 gram force as W1, then the perpendicular distance between the pivoted point and the point of suspension of this weight, I can represent it as D1. Yes. And how can you balance the bar with the weight of 80 gram force? So 80 gram force should be suspended on the other side. But we do not know where it will be suspended, but we know that it will be on the other side. So 80 gram force. We take this value as W2. And this distance we do not know. When the weight is W2, the distance of, that is the point of suspension of 80 gram force from the pivoted point, we take it as D2. Okay. Now we write the data. W1 is equal to 40 gram force and D1 is equal to 40 centimeter. Yes, from the diagram we are writing the distance, and W2 is equal to 80 gram force, but the distance of point of suspension of W2 is not given, that only we are going to calculate. Okay, so we have to write according to principle of moments. According to principle of moments. Here, this 80 gram force will produce clockwise moment. So, we have to write sum of clockwise moment is equal to, this 40 gram force will produce anti-clockwise moment. Sum of anti-clockwise moment. So, clockwise moment is equal to W2 into D2. And anti-clockwise moment is equal to W1 into D1. Substitute for W2, it is given as 80. D2 is not given. Keep it as it is. W1 is given as 40 and distance of separation between the pivoted point and the point of suspension of W1 is 40. So from this D2 is equal to 40 into 40 divided by 80. Yes, which is equal to 20. Since we have substituted D1 in centimeter, D2 also we have to represent by the same unit. D2 is equal to 20 centimeter on the right side. Okay. So the point of suspension of 80 gram force should be at a mark of 20 centimeter on the right side. Okay. So this question, how can you balance the bar with the weight of 80 gram force? Here we have started according to the principle of moments. If these two are equal, then the ruler will remain in horizontal position, that is in equilibrium. So for that, we have to suspend the weight 80 gram force at a distance of 20 centimeter from the pivoted point. If you suspend 80 gram force at 20 centimeter from the pivoted point, then the scale will remain in equilibrium. That is, the scale will remain horizontal because the condition of equilibrium is satisfied. Okay. Next, come to the 11th question. So in the 11th question, the diagram is given in the textbook. From the diagram, write the data. Here, 40 gram force is suspended at the point 10 centimeter, at the mark of 10 centimeter. And the other side, 20 gram force is suspended at the point of 90 centimeter. Okay. Here, the first question asked is the meter rule in equilibrium? We know that if the clockwise moment is equal to the anti-clockwise moment, sum of clockwise moment is equal to the sum of anti-clockwise moment, then only the ruler will remain in equilibrium. So the first question is it in equilibrium? Is the meter rule in equilibrium? So we have to calculate the clockwise moment. Then we have to calculate the anti-clockwise moment. Then we say that if these two are equal, then this ruler will remain in equilibrium. If not, it will not remain in equilibrium. So first we write here 20 gram force will produce clockwise moment. So I write clockwise moment is equal to if I take the 20 gram force as W1 and the distance of separation from the point I take it as D1, W1 is equal to 20 gram force. 20 gram force is suspended at a distance of 40 centimeter from the pivoted point. So 20 into 40, which is equal to 800 gram force centimeter. Okay. Next I calculate anti-clockwise moment. Anti-clockwise moment. According to the diagram, the 40 gram force will produce the anti-clockwise moment, which I take the 40 gram force as W2. The distance of separation of 40 gram force from the pivoted point is equal to, from the diagram it is equal to 40. That is D2 I take. So 40 into 40, which is equal to 1600 gram force centimeter. From the calculation you know that the clockwise moment is not equal to anti-clockwise moment. That is, clockwise moment is not equal to anti-clockwise moment, or I can write anti-clockwise moment is greater than clockwise moment. This is our result. Now we have to answer the question. First question, is the meter rule in equilibrium? No, the meter rule will not be in equilibrium. You have to write the reason, because the clockwise moment is not equal to anti-clockwise moment. That is, the anti-clockwise moment is greater than clockwise moment. Okay. Next one. If not, how will the rule turn? Because anti-clockwise moment is greater than clockwise moment. So the ruler will turn in the anti-clockwise direction. Yes, you have to write. Since the anti-clockwise moment is greater than the clockwise moment, the ruler will turn in the anti-clockwise direction. How can the rule be brought in equilibrium? By using the additional weight of 40 gram force. For that, we have to calculate what is the resultant moment. So, the resultant moment is equal to anti-clockwise moment minus clockwise moment, because anti-clockwise moment is greater than the clockwise moment. Anti-clockwise moment we have calculated as 1600 gram force centimeter, and the clockwise moment we have calculated as 800 gram force centimeter. So the resultant one is equal to 800 gram force centimeter, which is in the anti-clockwise direction, because anti-clockwise moment is greater than the clockwise moment. So 800 gram force centimeter is the resultant moment, which is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Now you are asked to calculate how can the ruler be brought to the equilibrium. For that, we have to balance this 800 gram force centimeter. So I can write resultant moment is equal to resultant moment, which is equal to 800 gram force centimeter, should be balanced by the 40 gram force. At what point it should be suspended, that we have to find. That is 40 into D. So from this, D is equal to 800 divided by 40. Yes, which is equal to 20. As we are substituting the distance in centimeter, this also will get it in centimeter. So the 40 gram force should be suspended at a distance of 20 centimeter from the pivoted point. In the diagram, the 20 centimeter from the pivoted point will lie at the mark of 70 centimeter mark. Okay, so you have to write the answer clearly. The 40 gram force should be suspended at a distance of perpendicular distance of 20 centimeter from the pivoted point on the right side, that is at 70 centimeter mark. Okay. Come to the next question. That is the 12th question. The 12th question is given. When a boy weighing 20 kilogram force sits at one end of a 4 meter long seesaw, it gets depressed at this end. Yes, in the seesaw, if a person is seated on only one side, it gets depressed on that side. So to balance it, another person should be seated on the other side, but his weight may not be same as that of the first person. So he has to adjust the distance so that the moment produced by his weight should be equal to the moment produced by the other person who is seated on the other side. Okay. So a boy weighing 20 kilogram force is sitting on one side of the seesaw, and the other person whose weight is 40 kilogram force, where he should be seated. That is the question. So we represent this one by a diagram. Yes. Let us consider it's a 4 meter seesaw. The length of the seesaw is given as 4 meter. Okay. Let the center point I write so that this distance is equal to 2 meter and this distance is equal to 2 meter. Okay. And the boy is seated at one end whose weight is 20 kilogram force. Consider the boy is seated here. Okay. Whose weight is equal to 20 kilogram force. And another person whose weight is 40 kilogram force. Definitely he should be seated on the other side, but we do not know the exact point. Okay. Whose weight is given as 40 kilogram force. Okay. So this distance is 2 meter. If I take this 20 kilogram force as W2, then this 2 meter will be D2. And if I take 40 kilogram force as W1, then the distance of separation between the pivoted point and the point of suspension of 40 kilogram force, I can take it as D1. So you have to write according to principle of moments, and W1 will produce the clockwise momentum. Sum of clockwise moment is equal to sum of anti-clockwise moment. Anti-clockwise moment is produced by the 20 kilogram force. So clockwise moment is equal to W1 into D1 according to the diagram. Anti-clockwise moment is W2 into D2. Substitute for W1, W2 and D2. W1 is given as 40 kilogram force. D1 is not given. We are asked to calculate. W2 is given as 20 kilogram force. The point of suspension of 20 kilogram force from the pivoted point is 2 meters. So from this D1 is equal to 20 into 2 divided by 40, which is equal to 1. Here the distance is given in meter. So we have to represent this also in meter. That is, the person whose weight is 40 kilogram force should be seated at a distance of 1 meter from the pivoted point. So D1, he should be placed at a distance of 1 meter from the pivoted point. Yes, students. So today's class we have discussed 5 numerical problems. All the problems are based on principle of moments. So next class we will continue with the remaining problems.